Hello, welcome to Just Shoot Your Bow. This is David. It's been a while, it's been a long while. A lot has happened in the last 4 to 5 weeks. There was a Northeast, the conclusion of the Northeast Shooters Association indoor series, which, yay, I got first in overall. Awesome for the compound division. And then, as you can see here, I had the Lancaster Classic. I opted into just live streaming the Lancaster Classic and did some time-lapse videos here and there, but it was predominantly just live streamed. I don't know if it came out well. It was a pretty good showing, but did I shoot well? No. Did I have fun? Yes. I definitely shot under my average, which I was not happy about. However, my misses were not bad. I wasn't hitting anywhere near the red. I predominantly just shot anytime it was a 9, it was just barely out. And anytime there's a 10, it was just barely out of the 11. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Myself, my family, and my brother came as well. And we enjoyed it. We were there for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And sadly, because of the snow, we left kind of early, so we didn't get to watch the finals or whatever because we were trying to avoid the snow. And then immediately after that, the next week there was the SCW Archery conclusion that there are 3 legs of the indoor series, and overall I got 8th overall, which is pretty good. And these kids, oh my goodness, these Olympic recurve kids shoot amazing. They have such great form. It's pristine form, and I learned so much from just watching them, from getting some tips from their coach, and even a handful of those kids did pretty well at the Lancaster Classic. And I'll admit it's humbling shooting the USAT World Archery scoring system, because the small Super 10, I call it, the small 10 counts, everything else is a 9, and oh boy, is it humbling. But I had to get familiar with that scoring system because I really wanted to do well for the 57th Indoor Nationals. I shot mine in New Jersey. There's a bunch of 57th Indoor Nationals, and yeah, I wasn't particularly happy with the score, but I was happy with the result, as in I got 3rd place at the 57th Indoor Nationals in New Jersey. The score is less than superb, less than pristine. However, I was pretty happy with the placing. It's pretty cool, seeing where you stack up amongst the other archers in the nation, and it's not limited to how far you can travel. You can shoot your ends at any sort of local, area, local region, and I don't know. I just find it amazing and great that they have this traveling tournament that takes approximately 2 months, and at the end of it you can kind of see where you kind of stack up. Obviously, none of these tournaments or events I go and want to win or whatever, but I do want to shoot my best. I always want to shoot my best, and I will definitely say that shooting Carbon Express arrows has helped me shoot my best. I know for a fact when I shoot a bad shot, it is me. It is 100% me. Everything is tuned. Everything is done right. My arrows are good. My dart in Vegas is good. My release is good. All of it's good. So when I know that everything is tuned and as sharp as it could be, all those bad shots, it's just me, to be honest. I will admit that I did have a bit of a hiccup before the beginning of the 57th Internationals. There's a weight limit, or a draw weight limit, which is 60 pounds, and I make sure that things are dialed in correctly. And last time I checked my poundage, it was 59 pounds, and the last time I checked my poundage at 59 pounds was the last year's 56 Internationals, and they measured it. It was 59 pounds, good to go, not a problem. But then this year, again, I don't change anything in my indoor bow. I just change the arrows, and I tune here and there, but I don't ever change the draw weight, ever. And this year it said 64 pounds, and I was like, what? And I'm like, that's not okay, that's not good. So we try again, and it's 61 pounds, and we try again, and it's 61.5 pounds. So I'm like, oh no, this is not good. And then we fixed it. I changed. I turned some knobs and got it back. I got down to 58.5 according to their scale. But I'll admit, it did change the feel of my bow significantly, or noticeably rather. And it did mess up my practice ends. Usually my practice ends, I'm trying to get, a good 2 holes per target, because you have 2 ends of practice. And those 2 ends, I was just sighting back in, and it was kind of frustrating. And then, obviously, when you're trying to sight back in, the arrows are landing wherever they may land. So I eventually got sighted back in, and yeah, it kind of sort of messed up my groove. It messed up my funk. It messed up my rhythm, so to speak. But I recovered mentally and physically, and I got used to the feel of the bow towards like the middle, and then the rest of the time I shot pretty well. Day 1 was a struggle, mentally, physically was a struggle, but day 2, I'm pretty happy with my result in day 2. But overall, I ended up getting 3rd place by like a handful of points, and it was great. And I believe the guy that got first, his name is Matt Burns, who's a phenomenal shooter from New Jersey. I think he moved to PA. He shot great. And it was overall it's been interesting. For the past 4 or 5 weeks, I had an archery event of some sort, and it's been a trip. And I finally had some time to get my footage together and try to create some type of video using a lot has happened, and I'm kind of bummed that I couldn't, provide more, I suppose. But let's go back to Lancaster Classic. The Lancaster Classic was awesome. I always enjoy the goodie bags that they provide for us and all that. And the SW Archery, it does, I would say, world-class coaching there, SW Archery, in New Jersey, in Paramus, New Jersey. And if you have a kid that wants to get into Olympic recurve, that's the place to go to if you're in New Jersey. I'm gonna give them a shout out. Like, SW Archery is the place. And what's another shout out? The Northeast Shooters Association, they are amazing. They've been really representing archery like phenomenally, and 1,000 thank yous, and they're awesome. And I truly think that their shoots have been helping me improve a lot. So overall, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope if you have any events you've attended or shot at, put in the comments. How did you do? Are you proud of your results? Not so proud? But yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. It's pretty awesome. But I'm looking forward to the next shoot, which will be next week, which is the Mid-Atlantics. I'll admit I'm not a fan of the blue and white 5 spot. It's a bit of my Achilles heel, so to speak. But I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. But yeah, it's been interesting. 4 or 5 events, and out of the 4 or 5 events, I've placed on 4 of them, I believe. I placed top, except for the Lancaster Classic. But anyway, with that said, take care. Bye-bye. Shoot straight.